Hey, you guys, thank you so much for hopping on with me on this morning live, at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Thank you so much for coming on again with me. The topic that we're going to talk about today is being able to, the power of healing from your past, right? The reason why I wanted to speak about this topic today is because honestly, like I am dealing with it, right? As I made started this YouTube channel and wanted to make this live, it's because I wanted to share with you guys not just content on how it can help you guys, but also just being real and raw with you guys on my journey, right? My journey in regards to my mental health, my emotional health, and then also like it can relate with you guys out there that are going through stuff in different areas in your life as well, right? So just being very very relatable. I know that we watch these YouTube videos and so many people are saying they're giving great advice and they're saying you should do this and you should do that, but you never really hear them say that they went through it or they've been through it, or their challenges, or them sharing their stories. And I said, you know what, starting this YouTube channel, that's what I kind of wanted to do, is share my stories with you guys and just be as relatable as possible with the information that I'm going to share with you guys, right? So that's the reason why I decided to pick that topic for today, the power of healing, right? And it's just nobody really shares that when you're in that healing process, that how difficult it is on a daily basis. We hear it all the time that it's a process and you need to heal and all that stuff like that, but like I guess it, like people who will understand is like the ones that feel it. They feel it, they've been through it or they're going through it, right? And me talking about it, I'm going through the process right now, and it's so crazy because I don't know if you guys can relate that there's some days where you guys are super excited, super fired up, you're having an amazing and awesome day. And I was just having this conversation with a girlfriend that she was saying the same thing. She can have this amazing day where she's feeling so amazing and feeling on top of the world, and then it's crazy the next day she's going through these crazy emotions where she's feeling kind of depressed or nervous and have anxiety and all that stuff like that. And it's like that's the healing process that you're going through. And the crazy thing about it is that there's so many people that run from that. You'll be so surprised how many people run from dealing with healing, right? Dealing with accepting that their emotional wreck. They have a lot of things that they need to heal from, with either it being the past with their family, or be the past with some past relationships, or just traumatizing events that we try to put at the back of our subconscious mind, and set it there and forget about it. But no, it's there, right? It's there. It needs to be acknowledged, that you went through that situation, you went through that really emotional time, and how can you face it and heal from it, right? Because it vomits up, it comes out somehow, some way, right? It comes out eventually. And either it's going to vomit out later on in your relationship, or it's going to vomit out later on your kids, or it's going to vomit out later on in your workplace, or it's going to vomit out later on with your career and your business partnerships that you have. It's always going to come back out. So the biggest thing that I am acknowledging is that we need to face it smack in our face and heal ourselves. And it's just like that's the toughest part, is acknowledging that I have all these traumatizing events. I have all these, past emotions that vomit up once in a blue moon. That shit, I need to stop putting it in the back of my head and deal with these emotions, because they're not freaking going away, and they're not going to go away. So might as well face them now and try to deal with them. But the problem lies is that there's so many people out there that they just want an easy fix. Just fix my situation, fix my emotions fast in a hurry, and just not want to deal with it anymore. So what do a lot of people do? They end up just saying, you know what? I'm going to turn to, let's make an example. Let's sex. Some people use sex as comforting, right? They're just like, oh, I just want to have sex. I just want to, I just want to feel the feeling. It feels so good. But then we feel either guilty after, we feel like shit after, or we regret it after, or there's a lot of times, we're drinking when we're doing it. We want to get drunk. We want to get high. There's like that, quick fix that we want to feel better, and we think that that's going to fix us, but it's not, right? Or it could be like, you want that person, you get in that relationship with that person, get in a relationship that it's like not even the person you want. You end up freaking settling for something that that you deserve way more, but because you don't want to feel those emotions, you decide to settle. You decide to throw in the towel and say, you know what? It's okay. Like, this person's treating me good. They're okay. I'm just going to settle, right? Just because you want that quick fix. But that's not the answer, right? The answer to fixing your problem is digging deep down inside and healing yourself from those traumatizing events. Even though they are freaking hard, it's going to be worth it long term, right? And that's a problem. We always want this quick fix and this quick result, but that's just going to lead to fix shit for like the short term, right? But what happens long term? What happens when those emotions and that shit comes up? And it's gonna come up. Either it comes up in an argument, or it comes up on, in your job, right? You're taking it out on other people, or then it comes out if you have kids, you take it out on your kids, right? Or your spouse, or it comes out. Those emotions come out, right? And then you feel guilty after that shit. Why am I so angry? Why am I so sad? Why am I so frustrated? With these emotions that pop out of nowhere. It's because you're not fucking facing them. Sorry for my language, but let's just be real. You're not facing them. You're hiding behind this curtain. You're hiding behind the wall and saying, I don't want to face them. I don't want to get in front of them. And hey, shit, I'm the same way, right? I was like that for so long. I used to party. I used to, sleep around. I used to talk to other guys to just, take over my time so I don't have to think about shit. Like, I was just always, looking outwards instead of looking inwards, to Tracy. And it's been a year now that year and a half that I've been really just focusing the attention inward instead of outward, really dabbling inside of myself, thinking like, what can I do to work on myself? What are the areas that I need to work on myself? If every situation that I've been through in the past, what did I learn from those situations? What can I grasp from it to say, you know what, that made me into a better person, right? It got me through to where I am right now. If I didn't go through those situations, where would I have been, right? And it's just like, that's the power of dealing and confronting, your past, is saying to yourself that I'm going to do the work now, even though it freaking sucks, I'm going to do the work now for better long-term results. That's the power of facing, your emotions and facing, all the shit from the past. Again, this does not have to mean with a significant other. This could mean you had the most messed up experience in a workplace. You had a messed up childhood. You had, abandonment issues with, your dad leaving you, your mom leaving you. It could mean, yes, it can mean, relating to a relationship. It could just relate to so many different things in your life that you need to heal from and you need to work on in order to have a better long-term future, right? And again, I'm understanding that shit, we have to face it in order to move forward, because we end up just becoming stagnant in our life. We're just stuck. because we're not working on ourselves, we're not growing, we're not evolving, because we're always, always our mindset's always going back to the past. What happened to me before? What do I don't want to happen to me? You're just constantly living in the freaking past because of all your traumas that you didn't face. And then you start beginning to be stagnant in your life. Like, what's the difference, right? And I'm so happy whoever's watching this, whoever gets a chance to watch this, you see this shit before the new year starts. Because it's just like, what have you, how have you evolved and dealt with your emotions and stuff in the past, from last year 2019 to 2020? Has anything shifted? Have you changed? Have you evolved, right? Mentally and emotionally, when it comes to facing the past or facing your traumatizing situations that happened to you as a child or happened throughout the years in different situations in your life. Have you faced it? Have you grown from it? From 2019 to 2020, and now we're going into 2021. How are you going to be able to move forward and onward and not just move forward with just, having a temporary fix? How are you going to be able to move forward? We're facing that shit right head on in your face and being able to deal with it and say, you know what? This is what happened to me. It hurts as hell to bring it up and face it front on in my face, even though it happened so many years ago. But like, how can I say I learned from it to actually move on? How can I say that I forgive those people? How can I say that I forgive those situations, right? And be able to move on? Because a lot of times we don't forgive those people. We hold animosity. We won't forgive those situations. We hold regret, right? Regret, animosity towards people, anger, frustration that it ever happened to you, or the situation that person ever did something like that to you. And any situations, again, it could be work, family, a relationship, whatever it is, right? And we hold all those negative feelings in the back of our mind, in our subconscious mind, that are there. This is why, now in today, certain situations that are so freaking tiny can come up and get us so angry, to get us so emotional, so sad, so frustrated, right? This is why I see it all the time. There's parents out there, and I won't lie to you, sometimes it happens to me, right? That it's just like, I get so angry at the littlest thing that my daughter did, and I'll be like, oh my God, like, why? And I started to stop, because now that I'm working on myself, I started to stop, and I started to say, no, like, why are you getting so mad, Tracy? Why are you getting so mad? That's like the littlest thing. Great, that happened. It was an accident, or she did that. Okay, how can you sit her down and just talk to her and just let her know what she did was wrong, right? Very calmly, very collective, and show her that anger is not the antidote to everything, right? And I'm learning this stuff. It's also when you face pain and traumatizing situations or healing from your past, it makes you a better person in so much different levels. It makes you, again, if you have a business, it makes you a better business partner. If you have, kids, it makes you a better mom. It makes you a better dad. If you have your best friend, it makes you a better friend. Makes you a better daughter. It makes you a better, family member to whoever in your family, right? You facing on, healing from any past traumatizing events or any messed up situations that happen to you will only make you a better person in this world to everybody around you. Everybody around you. So it's just not only about you, it's about the people around you. It's only going to make you better. It's only going to make you stronger. It's only going to make you happier. So that's the power of healing from the past in any freaking situation that happens to you. And there's not one person out there that cannot hop on here and say that they haven't had a traumatizing event or they haven't had a messed up situation happen to them in different areas inside of their life. Everybody has experienced something messed up to them, where again, it really pissed them off, it hurt them, it just, it really affected them mentally and emotionally, right? But ask yourself this question: have you faced it head on in to say you're going to heal from it, right? And not have anger towards that person or that situation, not hold negative emotions and feelings towards that situation, and really accept it and be able to heal from it, right? It's the most hardest and challenging feeling mentally, emotionally, to sit there and really say that you are going to start healing and working on yourself to move forward in life from any situations that happened to you in the past. It's so hard, you guys, and it hurts and it's challenging. I am telling you from the bottom of my heart, I fully understand. But I can sit here and I can honestly say that it's going to be worth it. It's going to be okay. It's going to be worth it. And that I'm understanding that great things will come your way once you do face them head on in. Once you do accept that you are powerful enough to heal yourself, right? The science has proved this, that we have so much powers inside of us, right? But I find that what sets us back is that sometimes we're a prisoner in our own mind. We are like held captive inside of our mind of the reoccurring thoughts and emotions from the past. If something messed up happened to you yesterday, that is now the past. I'm not just talking about something that happened 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years ago. I'm talking about shit that has happened to you, whether it be yesterday, whether it be a week ago, whether it be 2 weeks ago. That's what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, it's still the past. And whatever it is that happened to you, and you have animosity, anger, frustration, any type of negative emotions inside of you that is lingering around and you have not faced it, is what is making you a prisoner in your own mind. And again, I'm speaking this off of experience because I feel it on an everyday basis with me trying to heal and let go of what no longer serves me, right? And working on my past, working on understanding what could I have learned from it? How can I grow from it? How can I still love those people no matter how much they hurt me, no matter what they put me through? How can I just accept them as God's greatest creation, and that they're in this universe and they have their path, they have their reasons for whatever happened, and I have reasons for whatever happened to me. Whatever happened to me, there's a purpose for it. And honestly, my journey right now, if that shit from the past never happened to me, I probably wouldn't be the strong woman that I am today to hop on here and inspire so many other freaking people that can relate to this topic, that can relate with my emotions, relate with my journey. And at the end of the day, I'm so blessed to get up here and share my emotions, share my journey with everybody who's freaking watching this, because this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, because I am facing, right? I'm facing the past. I'm facing, healing. I'm facing working on myself. I'm facing accepting what happened and forgiving it and moving forward. And that right there, you guys, is the power of healing. I'm so blessed, and I'm so grateful that you guys hopped on. You guys took the time to watch this video. I hope, my journey inspires so many people and resonates with you guys, and you guys are able to take the same strength that I am getting up and I'm sharing with you guys to implement in your life. And it's great, you guys, to hear things. I hear shit all the time. I'm always listening to motivational videos. I'm always reading quotes. But the biggest thing that you can do is take it and now put it into action. take whatever I freaking just talked to you about and take it and put it into action, implement it into your life. Say that it's time. It's time for me to wake the fuck up and say, I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to accept everything that happened to me. How can I move on from it? Right? Move forward and create this amazing and bliss lifestyle that you so desire within your mind and with everything that's around you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming on and, hearing me out. I really appreciate you guys. I always say in all my videos, each one, teach one, share the love, share the knowledge, whatever information you have gathered from this video, take it now and implement it into your life, but also share it with the people that you have around you, that you love and you care about, that can really take this video into consideration to help them mentally and emotionally to move forward and onward with their life. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much, you guys, for joining me. You guys will catch me again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern time. I hope to see you guys there joining me. And I always say at the end of my videos as well, please go check out my Instagram channel. So it's Toronto_Tracy_Gobin. Thank you so much for you guys for watching again, and have an amazing and blessed day. Take care.